when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC trap.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear. There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The two Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
He's absolutely locked in. Okay, good.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
Is he breathing? No.
It sounds like a medical cardiac arrest. It's a runner who's collapsed.
Pump the chest hard and fast. 1, 2.
Was found collapsed.
Yeah.
Bystander CPR going on for 5 to 10 minutes.
High risks.
Well, if anyone's still in that vehicle there, well bred, that is well alive.
His door was like jammed shut and his window was smashed and he couldn't get out, so I actually dragged him through a window.
And high drama.
We've requested mountain rescue. If he's fallen off a crag, it may require a more complex rescue.
Down this hill on his mountain bike, had a brake failure.
Cheers. Ian. Thank you.
Graham was in a heap. I heard him crying out. He seriously knacked himself.
Every year, Yorkshire's 999 call takers ask the same questions, thousands of times.
Ambulance, is the patient breathing?
Is the patient breathing?
Is he breathing?
And every day, they save lives.
Is he awake? Yes or no? No. Is he breathing? No. No.
Dispatcher Sam doesn't need to hear any more answers.
Could you head to Knaresborough and I'll get you a grid on the way?
At the Topcliffe Air Base, Helimed 99's rotors are running, ready to race to the rescue.
Okay, lifting into the hover 101.
Paramedics Rachel and Al will be with the patient in 10 minutes.
99 to air desk lifted.
Received. I've got the grid when you're ready.
What is it, Al? The train. Someone jumped on a train, is it?
Just said cardiac arrest, but it looks like it's on the railway track, doesn't it? So, NS 99 Medic 2. Is this on the railway line, this cardiac arrest of it?
No, it's on the road under the railway bridge.
Yeah, Roger, is it RTC, over?
No, it sounds like a medical cardiac arrest. It's a runner who's collapsed.
On the outskirts of a North Yorkshire market town, bystanders are being given a crash course in CPR.
Count out loud so I can count with you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Ground units are also racing to the scene.
Bottom of the legs should have the railway line running across the bottom.
Yep.
Visual DCAs by that blue building just to the right of the...
Yep, got it.
1 o'clock Al, large blue barn, type of pair, 2 DCAs parked to the right of it.
Copied. There's a little lake there, isn't there, where you might get in?
Play park. I'm probably going to have to come up to this top end where it's a bit more open.
Pilot Harry needs to get his medics on the ground quickly.
It's actually quite tight, this landing spot. In fact, I'm starting to think it might be a bit too tight.
But any landing site has to be big enough to be safe, just over the area of 2 tennis courts.
Al, you happy to go to that sports pitch over there?
Yeah, that's sort of the option, isn't it?
Disregard, mate, I've got somewhere else to go. Factory car park.
Factory car park, yeah, gates open down there.
Yeah. Can we clear out the back?
Yeah, you clear at the back.
Okay, just coming a little bit further away from that bird feeder.
Finally, they're down.
Okay, let us slow down and clear some strap.
And ready to join the fight for the runner's life. Passers-by and a local ambulance crew have started the battle to save the patient.
Do you want to draw some midazolam up, Rachel?
He was found collapsed.
Yeah.
Bystander CPR going on for 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously no pulse to start with. He was in VF arrest. He's had 2 shocks and pulse gained on the second shock.
Yeah.
No drugs given.
Okay.
And obviously you've got your airway and then obviously ECG, so it looks like he's had an anterior possibly.
37-year-old Steve Reynolds was out training for a half marathon when he went down.
Do you think he's complaining so much because of that eye gel?
A plastic tube designed to keep his airway open appears to be distressing Steve.
Let's just try taking that out and replace it with maybe with a nasal, yeah, and see if that improves his moaning.
Now the race is on to get him to hospital.
Ready, steady, lift.
It looks like he is having an anterior MI, a massive heart attack.
I'll just ring Leeds.
He needs to be there, man.
Yeah, he does.
I'm pretty sure it's anterior.
Yeah, it looks like it, mate.
To me, it does.
Yeah.
Al wants to fly him to the cath lab in Leeds, where cardiac surgeons will remove the clot blocking blood flow to his heart.
We've got a 37-year-old male collapsed whilst out jogging. Looks like a fairly fit youngish lad. He's bystander CPR. In VF when the crew arrived, 2 DC shocks with a ROSC. He's now breathing for himself. He's making some noise, certainly responding to pain. He's starting to come round a little bit.
Time is of the essence. Every minute the clot reduces blood flow to Steve's heart. The potential for irreversible damage increases.
So straight to cath labs. We'll be with you at 10 past 10. Can we start getting to the aircraft side then?
3, 1, 2, 3, slide.
Keep coming, stop there.
Was out to do 10k today and he's just collapsed, got into cardiac arrest. We don't know why. That does happen occasionally with fit people, so we'll get him onto the cath lab for an operation on his heart.
OK, we're going to lift to the hover.
It's a 15-mile flight to Leeds General Infirmary and its cardiac cath lab.
99 lifted, routing LGI.
Just before we set off in the aircraft, he actually opened his eyes and kind of partly woke up, and I've just had to give him a little bit more of the sedative drug, midazolam, just to sort of make him a little bit more relaxed, and we want to kind of reduce the amount of stress on his heart as much as possible.
Less than 5 minutes after it left the scene of Steve's collapse, Helimed 99 is on approach to the LGI's rooftop helipad.
Wind is indicating very slightly from the right from the windsock on the roof, so it may just swing round a little bit to the right as we come in off finals.
Steve's heart is once again beating regularly.
Okay, Liz, full down, clear on strap, going to show a shower.
And he's showing signs of coming around.
You collapsed while you were out for a run, Steve, OK? You're with the paramedics now. We've just arrived at the hospital, OK? Just relax, it's OK. We're going to take you in and let the doctors have a look at you, all right? Just relax, Steve.
In the next 10 minutes, surgeons will feed a microscopic grab up the artery.
Stop there, stop there.
From his leg to his heart to remove the clot.
You all right, Steve?
Right, that's
If he's lucky, he could be back in his running shoes in weeks.
Just relax, sweetheart. That's it.
2, 3, slide.
For the team, it's time to return to base and reflect on a critical case that could have ended very differently.
There's no way he would have been alive without bystander CPR, so they've definitely saved his life. So they could definitely go home and treat themselves to a pint or a box of chocolates or a curry tonight.
A curry, the traditional meal of the lifesaver.
It's a summer afternoon, and news of a serious accident is coming into Yorkshire's 999 controllers.
How old is the patient approximately?
He's only a teenager.
How old approximately?
15, 16. He was just to the side of it.
98, how long are you going to be before you clear?
Dispatcher Lisa is scrambling the team direct from the hospital.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, we're essentially clear and heading back up to the pad now.
Don't worry.
Pilot, are you able to take a grade?
Helimed 98 is on the way. It's a 20-mile flight to the scene of the accident in Barnsley.
It's a 15-year-old that's been hit by a car in cardiac arrest.
Ground ambulances are also racing to the scene outside a big supermarket.
Just to let you know, I've got Helimed en route. They're just coming clear at LGI. If you can pass an update when you get to scene, that would be great, over.
If the boy is in cardiac arrest, Dr. Andy's medical skills will be critical. Pilot Jeff's touching down on a dual carriageway.
Rog!
The team are hitting the ground running.
Odds-wise, so GTS 40, also 120.
The boy was riding his bike when he was in collision with a car. Thankfully, 12-year-old Tom is now conscious.
Does anything hurt? Your fingers hurt. Is that it? No. Okay.
He's suffered a major impact, but it's hard to tell just how serious his injuries are.
Tommy, what we're going to do is going to tilt you very slightly to your right-hand side, okay? You don't need to do anything, just stay nice and still. Everyone ready? Commander, we roll. Ready, brace, roll.
They're examining his back.
Take a big rest for me if you can.
Big deep breath.
Deep breath. That's good. And again. And nice one.
Think about whether he's got an open thorax.
A pneumothorax is a collapsed lung. It's a very serious injury that can kill.
Should we try and put a rustle on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can.
I think it's worth it.
Are you comfortable there for a moment, Tommy?
They're going to apply a dressing called a Russell seal to prevent infection and help him breathe.
We're going to get you some nice strong painkillers, okay?
Okay. Oh.
Well done, my friend, well done. Nice and still for me, okay? Bit sore just for a minute, well done.
12-year-old on a push bike hit by a car, significant damage to the windscreen and roof of the car, and the patient's been thrown about 5 metres. He's got a large wound just above the left clavicle, which appears to communicate, so we're treating that as an open pneumothorax. He's currently packaged, we're just going to push him into the aircraft.
Simon is trying to piece together what happened in the moments after the crash.
Was he unconscious at any point? Do we know?
Police said that he was unconscious. Do you want me to? I'll just go and have a quick word with police.
Okay, that's fine.
Every detail could yield vital clues. Tom's life is in real danger.
Elderly people don't do very well with trauma, and young people don't do very well with trauma. The main concern we have with kids is they compensate really, really well. They look like they're doing great, and then they just drop off really quickly, and it's always in the back of your mind. So we're obviously watching them like a hawk. We've got the monitor running, and we're going to get into Sheffield Children's in about 6 minutes.
We're going to go and off to Sheffield, and we'll come and meet you over there, okay? And we'll go and have a chat with your mum and dad and bring them over to you.
The police officer who helped care for Tom is helping the team get him to hospital as quickly as possible.
Police are clearing Weston Park, and they're going to have some other officers there, Jeff.
They're heading for a city centre park across the road from paediatric A&E. Doctors are about to take over Tom's care.
Just relax your hand for me.
His mum and stepdad are being driven to meet him. He'll need emergency surgery. The seaside town of Whitby is a popular tourist destination, but to get there means a long drive over the North York moors.
Hallingdales were about 3 miles
Unconscious, really.
from the Whitby side.
But today, one visitor has dialed 999.
For a mobile.
It's a case for HeliMed 99 and paramedics Lee and Simon.
The auto trim and the brief. Once I'm staying on brief is we're going to do about turn because the wind has swung round and it's coming from the other side of the airfield now. I've got a grid if you want it. We'll get that once we get going, Simon. No problem. I'm happy we're going through this. I've got a rough heading.
The accidents happened on a moorland road near the village where TV's Heartbeat series was set.
Airspeed's coming on.
It's a 10-minute flight.
That's from HeliMed 99. So we listed a couple of minutes ago. Just confirm this grid, was it on the road outside of Flyingdales, over?
Sierra Echo 857981.
You got that area?
Yeah, that puts it on the road at the bend in the road.
Yeah.
Devil's Elbow it's known as.
Pilot Harry is a local. The location is a well-known accident black spot.
So we've been dispatched to report to the head-on road traffic collision. The car's on fire. We're not sure yet about details of patients. Hopefully we'll get some more information en route.
And already a plume of smoke is appearing on the horizon.
Yeah, I saw that earlier on, yeah.
It's a bit left of track though.
It is a bit off track, that, isn't it?
It would be a hell of a car fire, but it's...
That's miles, that's well away.
Bizarre what that is though, because it's very sort of...
Isn't it just
vertical column of smoke?
The accident sounds serious, It's a 60-mile-an-hour road.
Head-on road traffic collisions involving cars and where cars are reported on fire can often mean that patients are trapped. So those sort of concerns that occur all the time, we'll just risk assess them as we come across them.
No.
It's becoming clear the smoke is from the accident scene.
Visual.
Oh wow.
Hey, that's from Element 99. Yeah, we can see a large sort of plume of smoke, but it was quite a distance away from the original grid.
Well, if anyone's still in that vehicle, they're brown bread.
It is
because that is well alight.
And what I don't want to do is go and fan the flames, quite frankly. I'm going to go around the back, there's nothing for us to do here. If there's anyone in there, then they're brown bread.
Yeah.
The crash has blocked the main road across the moors. Firefighters are keeping their distance from the blazing wreckage.
There's a bit of a sort of lay-by up here, so it's a couple of 100 yards back, as long as that DCA doesn't reverse into us. I wonder if they've got someone and they're scooping and running with them or anything.
Because they may be trying to go around the other side, I don't know why.
Okay, I'm just going to come forward a little bit, because I've got some room to play with. I've got a large bump next to us, but I'm happy with that.
Not as bad as it looks.
All right. So they're out of the vehicles then?
Both out of the vehicles.
Fab.
One in here, he's got some smoke inhalation, but he's got no wheeze, chest clear.
Yeah.
Abdo's soft, he's got some bruising here. He's complaining of some rib pain, some lower rib pain.
But one fact makes this more dangerous than a normal car fire.
We're keeping a distance because that's LPG, one of them.
Okay.
It's about to go.
Right, okay.
Liquid petroleum gas tanks can explode with the force of a small bomb. The drivers have been very lucky to escape.
I'm amazed they've got themselves out of that.
It's just like,
wow.
Simon's going to assess the victims. One of the drivers was heading to work when he met another vehicle on the wrong side of the road.
Hello, chap. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not injured?
No. I just hurt my chest, but I think it was seatbelt.
Seatbelt, okay. Fine.
And you've been informed that this is an LPG vehicle, which is why we've... Good.
Yeah.
It's always worth checking, just in case the message doesn't make it all the way.
Which is why we're staying well back here.
I just come around that bend and another car was coming up the same side of the road as me, and I tried to abort onto the grass verge, but unfortunately he did the same thing. His door was like jammed shut and his window was smashed and he couldn't get out, so I actually dragged him through the broken window, but he was screaming about his arm, but I tried to drag him away from the car because he was on fire. But that's it really, snout really. Golf clubs are in car, I can't believe it. It's the worst thing.
All right. Have a quick chat, no worries. Hello, buddy. What's your name?
It's got there's got some bruising here. It does look a bit seatbelty.
Yeah.
But not got any pain on palpation. He's got some pain lower ribs.
The other driver is German and not seriously hurt despite his dramatic rescue.
I don't think he needs to go with us. His obs look good. He's just going to need some pain relief.
With neither victim needing a flight to hospital, the team will stand by until the fire is out.
Approaching those kind of incidents, obviously it's pretty distressing. There's not a lot we're going to be able to do for people that if they were in the vehicles. Thankfully on this occasion both patients have managed to get themselves out and have relatively minor injuries considering, which is a relief.
Thankfully, the fire is soon extinguished and Helimed 99 can return to base. The Yorkshire Dales National Park attracts 500,000 visitors every year, most of them trying to escape the big cities of the north. But when there's an emergency up here, help can be a long way off. A mountain biker is badly hurt.
Power's coming in. Oh, it's in the box. Thanks, mate. Power's good. All responding.
Helimed 99 is heading up into remote countryside, north of the Dales.
So it's Swaledale to the west of Richmond, north of Catching Garrison.
Paramedics Al and Sam are working with Dr. Neil.
When we arrive on the scene, we very much need to assess whether he's injured his head, his chest, his abdomen, his pelvis, in addition to the leg, which is the obvious injury that's been reported. We also need to consider the access to this individual, so we've requested mountain rescue. If he's fallen off a crag, it may require a more complex rescue involving ropes to safely extricate him from where he is.
The Dales cover 850 square miles. Even finding a patient up here can be hard, unless local medics have got there first.
11 o'clock, is that a DCA?
Does look like one,
yellow, yeah.
Are you happy I just go for the field, guys?
Yeah. Top corner, there's a gate, isn't
Yeah,
there?
exactly that.
Got a farmer with his sheepdog quads.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not sure if there's if the gates, I'm just going to bring it in here.
Okay.
The reason for that is I'm not sure if those gates are accessible.
Pilot Lee is landing on a hilltop more than 1,000 feet up the side of the valley.
Okay, I'm just going to let it settle there, see how we get on. There we go.
The biker was out with 2 mates when he came off at high speed.
Hello. You all right? Good, thanks.
42-year-old Graham Barber is in a lot of pain.
So, this is Graham.
Right.
Graham's come down this hill on his mountain bike.
Okay.
No LOC, and remembers everything. No C-spine or spinal. Complaining of pain, distal femur, right shoulder, head, and he's got the open finger there as well.
Okay.
We were just going to get some pain relief on board and then start
I'll do that while you talk.
Okay.
Cutting up and start having a look.
Okay. Have you had a listen to his chest and stuff?
Not yet, mate.
Okay, I'll just do a quick primary survey if you grab the shelter.
Al's concerned his patient is getting cold. He's asking for the tent carried on the helicopter.
And again. Cheers. Just going to push on your tummy. Is that all okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And these hips are okay?
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Mountain Rescue have arrived to help out. Graham's fall could have been fatal.
He had a bit of a problem with the brakes just down there that he was checking out, so we got up the hill and then we just started heading across the ridge, appreciating the view. When I saw Graham fly down here and I thought he was showing off, I thought, oh, he's decided to go on a special downhill bit. Graham was in a heap. I heard him crying out. He was crying out in pain. Seriously knacked himself.
His mates dialed 999.
The main injury was the part of the bone of his finger protruding from the mid of the finger, and there's a bit of bruising on the forehead.
Graham's going to need surgery on his finger, but the team must rule out something more serious. And getting him up the steep hillside that caused the accident is going to be a major operation. It's half an hour since Graham Barber sustained serious injuries falling off his bike after the brakes failed.
Does that hurt?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit where? In your thigh?
Thigh, yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Carl?
Yeah?
Just give me a shout if you want anything.
Okay. He's got an open finger fracture, so we'll want some coamoxiclav.
Coamoxiclav is a powerful antibiotic that can prevent infections.
Peter? I have in my hand from your colleague, Coamox 1.2.
Okay.
Say it on.
Morphine.
Dr. Neil's concerned about infection.
So he's managed to dislocate and break his finger so that the bone and the bone joint is coming out through the skin, but it's really quite contaminated with probably sheep and rabbit poo, I suspect, and mud.
Probably morphine, a bit of...
Yeah.
We could have some oral paracetamol, to be fair, could he?
How's his finger doing? So, can you lift that hand up and show me your finger? You might not want to look at it, but...
You were giving that a wash, couldn't we?
So we've washed that as best we can. We've made a sort of balance of judgment not to try and put it back into joint, because actually he's got good blood flow beyond that. His finger's nice and pink. And we've given him some antibiotics through the drip, the cannula in his hand, to prevent any ongoing infection in the later days and hours.
Graham's accident happened 4 miles from the nearest road, but it doesn't mean he'll get a flight to hospital. There are strict rules on when patients will be flown.
He doesn't trigger any of the trauma steps that we're aware of at the moment, and he's bumped his head but not been knocked out. He's hurt his shoulder, but he can still move his arm, and he's got some pain in his right upper leg. I'm 99% sure that's not broken, but we'll give you an assist onto the stretcher.
Okay.
Get you laid down and get you carried up the hill. All right, pal. Cool. The plan at the moment is to pop him on a stretcher. Mountain Rescue are going to help us carry him up the bank, and then in their vehicle we're going to take him down the track, and then he'll go in the ambulance to the nearest local emergency department.
Graham's on his way to Darlington Memorial Hospital, 25 miles away, but it looks like he's had a lucky escape. It could have been a lot worse. Every day across the UK, an average of 460 people die of heart disease, 1 every 3 minutes. And when someone goes into cardiac arrest, speed of treatment is critical.
We'd have to leg over.
In Sheffield, a 74-year-old woman has collapsed at home.
Because the brain's not getting much oxygen, they've been quite drowsy, so sometimes we have to take over breathing for them, and also just to help monitor the heart, take the pressure off breathing so the heart's under less stress.
74-year-old Molly Mickey was effectively dead for 10 minutes. She's been revived by a specialist medic.
Molly, 2 shocks, 1 adrenaline.
Yeah.
We've had a good respiratory effort of...
She is alive only because a member of Yorkshire's Red Arrest team reached her in time.
Just airway-wise, it's got a...
Airway, she's only got an OPA. I was just about to tube her.
Yeah.
It seemed to give her some stimulus to breathe.
Yeah.
That.
Dr. Dave wants to put Molly to sleep to reduce the strain on her ailing heart.
So we just RSI.
Yeah, Joe, we're going to RSI the patient. I'm going to send our RV out to pick you up. Can you get the auto pulse out and just meet them up the road?
The Red Arrest team have saved dozens of lives, racing to heart patients in the minutes following their collapse and bringing with them specialist resuscitation skills.
She collapsed in living room, complained a little bit of chest pain while she'd been with the family, and then she's gone into cardiac arrest. Crew on scene had done majority of what we needed. They'd given her a first shock, got her adrenaline in, and they were just taking it on from there and continuing where they'd left off.
Molly's still critically ill. A response car is being sent to pick up the auto-pulse resuscitation machine from the helicopter.
This lady's had a cardiac arrest, complaining of chest pain early on in the day, or indigestion type pain. Defibrillated twice, and they got what we call ROSCOR, return of spontaneous circulation. So she's now breathing for herself, she's now got a pulse.
James and the auto-pulse have arrived.
Because she's not fully conscious, to protect the brain, what we're going to do is going to anaesthetise her and basically take over the breathing side for her. That's going to make it a lot easier on her, give her body and her brain a good rest.
Speed doesn't always mean flying. The time it takes to take off and land safely means Molly might actually get to hospital quicker by road.
From setting off from here to lifting, it's going to be about 15 minutes. Then we've got to land, shut down, get her out, wheel her down. Yeah. Unless there's something horrific going to happen on the road, and also she's RSI'd as well, so we'll see how we go.
It's time to anaesthetise Molly.
Move the bed out and just into the middle of it, just diagonally.
The RSI kit is being prepared. Rapid sequence induction is what medics call the procedure.
Can someone draw some adrenaline, 1 ml of a mini jet into 9 mils of saline? It's just a bit more gentle if they start losing output.
Dr. Dave is already planning how to revive Molly if her heart stops again.
OK, drugs drawn up, labelled and dose confirmed?
Yeah.
Resus drugs available?
My left side.
Yeah.
Molly is being sedated.
Yeah, happy to go, so let's give the drugs. OK, dear, you're just going off to sleep. We'll take you to the hospital to sort your heart out.
Then paralysed.
Props going in.
Now Dr. Dave is preparing to put a tube down her windpipe so they can take control of her airway.
Yeah, Bougie, please.
Bougie.
Yes, that's still 99. Good trace.
Quite stiff through the cords. I'm 20 at the teeth, I'm through the cords.
Bougie's out.
Can you put the bag on, please?
Okay. Now they can manually breathe for her, filling her lungs with air from the bag.
Right,
Sats 97. CO2 3.9.
Molly is now stable, but her heart could stop again, and the minutes she spent in cardiac arrest could have taken their toll.
We've put this lady to sleep, and we're going to take her by land to Northern General in Sheffield. Although she's breathing and she's got a pulse, she's still having a heart attack, and the sooner we get her to hospital and get that sorted out, the better her outcome's going to be.
Dr. Dave is monitoring their patient carefully.
I'm just going to give her some more sedation.
He's concerned her heart isn't pumping as well as it should.
Observations are good from a respiratory point of view. Her blood pressure a little bit lower, and that often can happen after cardiac arrest. Because obviously with the sedation, it also can reduce the blood pressure. I've just given 10 mics per mil of adrenaline, which is a bit more gentle, and it may just help just pop that blood pressure up.
Molly's being taken to the cardiac unit of the Northern General Hospital, not far from her home. She's now about to undergo tests and intensive treatment.
What they'll do is do an echocardiogram of the heart and see what her heart function is. They'll do an angiogram to find out where the blockage that's caused the arrest in the first place is. Then they'll do a procedure where they'll basically go into the coronary artery system and actually take the clot out, and they'll replace the damaged area with what's called a stent, which will prevent the area from blocking in the future.
But there are no guarantees.
The brain's been starved of oxygen for about 5 minutes before she was able to get resuscitated, so obviously, that's a big concern for everybody. But hopefully, fingers crossed, until we wake her up, we don't know.
Molly's family are rushing to the hospital. Like many heart attack victims, she's been fit and healthy for her age, until now. It's mid-morning at Air Ambulance HQ, and the 999 call control room's on the line.
Yorkshire Air Ambulance.
They might send you on a job, and
There's been an accident in the Pennine town of Penistone.
What do you know about the patient?
69-year-old. I think it's coming out of the Tesco's, but saying query pelvis and leg injury.
Helimed 98 rotors are running.
Brief.
From here, we'll go back to the spot and we'll just go straight over the top of the hangar with a cat ear vertical profile.
Pilot Jeff will have Dr. Andy and paramedic Paul there in 6 minutes.
It's a 65-year-old woman, we believe, who's been knocked down. 1016, set up my side.
Cheers, mate.
As you do start to get a bit older, your body responds a little bit differently, and you're perhaps a little bit less resilient to injury than when you're younger. It's on the western side of the village.
Yeah.
You start to just consider things in a slightly different way, and perhaps just look for a slightly different pattern of injury than you might in a younger patient.
Jeff must find somewhere to land.
Alright, I see the Tesco's. Let's have a look at the Tesco's. Is it down there? DC's just getting there now.
Yeah.
They're heading for a delivery yard behind the store.
There's a little bit of debris on the left.
We've got it on my side.
Yeah, blowing some debris around, but nothing to worry about, nothing.
Is it just paper, is it?
Yeah,
just paper, that. Starting to move it now, but...
Yeah.
Paul and Andy are bringing specialist medical skills and pain-killing drugs to the scene, but local paramedics are already on the case.
Hello. Hiya.
Pensioner Sue Mills was knocked down on a crossing outside the store.
She's banged her head, pain in sort of her buttocks and the left leg, and that's as far as we go at the moment.
Police have arrived to investigate. Shoppers rush to help.
She just stepped out onto the crossing. The car was coming to the crossing, and just a genuine accident, really. Just ran across, made sure she was all right, phoned the ambulance and stayed on the line until these guys arrived.
Sue, just tell me if anywhere's painful up here. Is that all okay there below the knee?
Dr. Andy fears Sue has broken her thigh bone.
That leg's straight and nice. I don't think that's a femur. Does it hurt anywhere apart from your leg? At the top, like in your left shoulder? Okay.
Sue's giving him all the right answers, but the team fears she may be bleeding internally.
Are you normally fit and well?
I have high blood pressure and...
What do you take for your blood pressure, Sue?
No.
Lisinopril. Atenolol, okay. So she's beta blocked. Okay.
The case just got a lot more complicated.
The problem is at the minute she's on a beta blocker, which can slow, obviously, the heart rate down. So if she's becoming, if she's bleeding, when someone bleeds, the heart rate increases. It's going to be masked by the fact that she's on a beta blocker.
They need to rule out an internal injury.
Sue, yes. My name's Paul. I'm one of the paramedics.
Yeah.
There's no pain when I'm pressing there in your tummy, is there?
A bit tender.
A bit tender there, is it?
But she has no further symptoms, and Andy is happy to rule out internal bleeding. Some patients find an air ambulance flight stressful. It's decided Sue can travel by road.
The land crew are more than capable of taking Sue to hospital and dealing with anything that might arise en route. It's only a short drive to Barnsley from where we are, so they'll take her in, and hospital staff will scan her and do what they need to do with her and hopefully discharge her today.
Helimed 98 heading back to base. Sue's in good hands.
Now, it's important we try not to take over jobs that we go to and work with the crews, because they're very experienced, they're very highly trained, And sometimes we can bring additional clinical interventions. Sometimes we bring the benefit of the aircraft and flying patients to hospital quickly. But the ambulance crew have taken the lead on that job. We've just worked with them, and we've left them to convey the patient to the local trauma unit.
But it won't be long before Helimed 98 is scrambled again. Nearly 2 million people ride in the UK, and nearly 400,000 of them own their own horse. But it's a hobby that keeps the air ambulance busy.
Right, go on, let's. Engines. Both flying guarded. They are flying guarded, doors and harnesses.
Pilot Jeff is flying his medical team south to Sheffield to a rider thrown off in a ploughed field.
Straight out, 12 o'clock. Yeah.
Dr. Chris has come across accidents like this before.
This patient has severe head injuries, chest, and if they're complaining of hip pain, they could also have a pelvic injury, which can cause severe bleeding.
They're circling a wood outside the village of Orton.
The grid is down here in this farm complex down here somewhere.
Yeah, I thought it looked familiar to map.
Directly below us.
What, that's
beside the wood line.
Yeah, got it.
Jeff wants to get Chris and paramedics Sam and Lisa as close to their patient as possible.
There's something in the middle of this wood line, isn't there? There's a stream in there. We'll get as close as we can and, before we start blowing any dust away, and I'll just stick it down there.
But Jeff's having to land away from the patient and ground medics to avoid blinding them with dust.
We'll see what that's like. Yeah, good this side.
You okay?
Yeah.
Take both bags, sir.
Lisa and Sam are a welcome sight for local paramedics caring for rider Emily Blakemore.
Hiya. You alright? Hello.
This is Emily. She's out on a horse. Horse has been spooked, he's been catapulted over the top though.
Right.
Full recollection of sort of like what
Not been knocked out?
Not been knocked out. She's no C-spine tenderness, but sort of like with mechanism of sort of like injuries, that's why she's got a collar on.
They need to find out how she fell. It could give them clues to her injuries.
Okay. How are you feeling now? Alright. Yeah. So have you gone over the horse's head?
Yeah.
Right. And how did you land as you are now?
I don't know. I don't know how I landed, but I put myself like into recovery position.
Right.
But that hurt, so I sat
Do you
up.
remember landing?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
'Cause I got an air jacket and that goes off.
Right.
And I normally, because it compresses you, I normally unclip it.
Right.
Her personal airbag, worn by many riders, cushioned her fall. Emily's riding partner saw it happen.
We were cantering up the field, and then my friends all started to buck and leap, and she's come over his head and landed on the left side on the floor. She screamed when she first fell on the floor, and then she managed to get sat up, but she tried to get up to walk and come and help me catch him, and she just screamed in pain again. She couldn't get up. So I told her to stay there. I knew she was conscious and everything. And then I phoned my friend to help me catch horses, and then my other friend phoned an ambulance to come and get her.
She's been given a collar to protect her neck.
I'll cover you back up in a minute. Any pain there? No. There?
It hurts where it hurts, like across there.
Yeah. Okay.
Lisa fears the pain may be caused by a broken pelvis.
Are you able to raise this leg?
No, it hurts too much.
Right. What about this one?
No.
Right. And that's because of the pain?
It hurts a lot there.
Right. Okay.
Her examination is inconclusive.
Right then, I'll just have a quick listen to your chest. Are you normally fitting well?
Yeah.
Are you allergic
Don't
to
know
anything?
about fit, but
Allergic to anything?
the Avon skin's so soft.
Oh, you haven't got any Avon skin so soft, will you, have you?
Not on me. Well, actually, I have.
Yeah, I mean, none of that. Just for your cheeks.
Emily's surprisingly cheerful for a trauma patient. Lisa wants Dr. Chris's opinion.
Okay. So it's all sort of left side. It's more sort of nothing right into groin.
Hip rather than actual.
Yeah. There's no pain, there's no bruising or anything here. It sounds like it's more radiating.
Is she tender at
pain.
all across her actual sort of
No, it's
ring of
just
her hand?
here. It's just when you get deep into a groin there.
They're satisfied her injuries are not critical. Emily's off to hospital by road.
Do you want me to get scoop?
Yeah.
The air ambulance is limited to carrying patients to major trauma centres, and local hospitals often don't have helipads.
Am I allowed to cut this off?
Yeah, that's fine.
It just might get a bit scrunchy under here.
But there's an air jacket underneath, don't cut that.
Don't cut that.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
Are they expensive?
That's off, yeah.
Right.
£200, cheapest I could find it.
Right.
But still does its job.
I was going to say it's done its job today. That looks
Well,
things, hasn't it?
Okay, ready, steady, lift.
It's a long walk to the nearest road and land ambulance.
So if anyone wants to stop, just shout. We'll go down if you want to move around, change arms, OK?
This girl's been thrown off a horse, quite a big horse, and landed on her back in this ploughed field. So she's got quite a bit of pain in that left hip. It looks OK. It's not deformed or anything, but she could have a fracture there. So she needs to go to the local hospital. We're not allowed to drop you after the last person we dropped.
Drop people.
We only drop people on Saturday. It's fine. It's Sunday today, isn't it?
No, it's Saturday.
Oh, is it?
Take over from you.
Yeah, we knew that. We're only just with you.
Yeah, I've got it.
It's a right roller coaster, this.
Emily's going to be driven 7 miles to hospital in Rotherham.
Which is head end on this stretcher?
Top end.
Right. Right, thanks very much. Which starts first? That one. Got it right first time.
X-rays will reveal the extent of her injuries. It could be a long time before she's back in the saddle. Emily fractured her pelvis in 2 places and spent more than a month on crutches, but she's now back on her horse, even though this was the second time it landed her in hospital. Doctors found that Steve, who collapsed during his morning run, had a congenital abnormality in one of the arteries feeding his heart. He was in hospital for 3 weeks and suffered short-term memory loss, but he's now recovered and back in his running shoes. Tom spent a week in the Children's Hospital and needed an operation to repair injuries to his back and shoulder. He also fractured his ankle. He has no memories of the accident. The driver who escaped unhurt from the dramatic crash and car fire on the moors has bought a new set of golf clubs. Pensioner Molly, who was resuscitated by paramedics after a cardiac arrest, spent a month in Sheffield's Northern General Hospital. She had 2 stents fitted to a blocked artery in her heart. She's now back home and recovering well. Shopper Sue Mills, knocked down outside her local supermarket, escaped with severe bruising. She was on crutches for 6 weeks, but now walks unaided. And mountain biker Graham suffered multiple fractures to his wrist as well as his finger. He needed surgery and spent 2 days in hospital, but he's now made a good recovery. He won't forget his crash.
Well, I'd gone for a bike ride with some friends and my brakes failed. There was nothing there, so I kept squeezing them, nothing happened. Thought I'll just turn on this grassy bank, and it turned out to be an 8-foot drop.
But he knows it could have been a lot worse.
If I hadn't had my helmet on, I don't know what the injuries would have been. They could have been really severe.
And he's very grateful to his rescuers.
Well, they all do an amazing job to help people in our kind of situations, really. Luckily, it was the first and last time that I've needed them.
When lives are on the line,
Are there any obvious injuries?
these men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC trap.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear. There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The 2 Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
The man has fallen from 25 to 30 feet. He's landed directly onto his head.
Loss of consciousness for about 10 seconds. His brother carried him into here.
His hand slid and he fell over the chairs.
High risks.
Kicked in the head by a horse, bleeding from his ear.
We're quite concerned that he's got a brain injury from that.
He didn't really know what was going on. At that stage, I realised I needed an ambulance.
Guy, where's the worst of your pain at the minute? Is it in your ear?
And high drama.
I believe that there's an off-road cyclist who's injured his neck. It's going to be quite difficult for an ambulance to get nearby.
It's now on the visual. Visual 12,
visual, yeah.
o'clock. Okie, that's good.
He's come off at the sort of the bump area on this hill and then gone airborne and landed on his head.
It's early evening at the Nostell Air Base, and dispatcher Paul is looking through the latest 999 calls.
Fancy going to a circus?
When an unusual case catches his eye.
What's that? A circus worker has fallen at the circus.
When did it happen?
Literally 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago.
How far has he fallen? How high was it?
I would say about 25, 30 feet.
25 feet.
Yeah, he's gone from a machine that's up in the air, suspended, in a head first. We off that challenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not concrete, but it's just glass.
Sills then.
Paramedics Lisa and Tyrone are heading for the Big Top with Dr. Neil. Gary's the team's aviation trainer. It takes 6 weeks intensive training to qualify as an aircrew paramedic.
So this is a PC2 departure?
But they never stop learning.
Right.
Because it's not clear, because there's a wall in the way.
Ah, right, okay.
Only a small wall. You won't like hit it 120 knots now. Yeah. Or even at 10 knots.
It's a 15-minute flight, and the light is fading.
The information we've been given at the moment is that a man has fallen from the height of some 25 to 30 feet. And the circus team who've phoned 999 to make the call have said that he's landed directly onto his head. At the moment he's reported as being awake and talking, but in view of the nature or the mechanism of his injury, we've been tasked and dispatched to this incident.
Pilot Gary is the team's ringmaster tonight, and he has the prevention of another accident on his mind.
Because we are landing near a circus, there's going to be, a big tent there, so we can't land close to it. There's going to be a lot...
What's all those lights there in Ballet?
Circus.
You see them all?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it, yeah.
Honestly?
No, I don't know.
Ah.
Just making this UFO. 2, there's going to be lots of caravans, lots of people. Yeah, it could be quite interesting.
Aye.
And there might be people on stilts above a couple of 100 feet.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there might be lots of cars and stuff like that. And lots of people. Lions and tigers and stuff like that.
Bears, oh mate.
Bears.
Oh, bears, yeah, bears.
Bears, we don't like bears. It was the circus, I was right.
Yeah. There's blue lights running there. Don't know.
Is that it on the nose?
Them lights, what I said is the circus, actually was the circus.
Yeah.
With the Big Top in sight, Gary's keen to avoid his own high wire act.
You got wires running through that field down middle there.
Yeah, I'm going to land to the left-hand side of all the crap. So I'm going to have the caravans in between me and the Big Top.
You just got some wires passing my side.
I'm going to go, somebody's shining a light over there. I don't usually go, but I'm going to go further over there because I'm away from everything then.
This caravan's got its porch up, Gary.
This one.
So you long one here till 2 o'clock.
I'm going to land well away.
It's a show-stopping arrival.
Right, of course, no damage.
Good left.
Oh, there's reindeers there, they have got animals. Yeah, I think this is close enough, we're just going to cause hassle on. Yeah. I'm happy for you to jump straight out, Lisa.
Okay.
Inside the tent, the show is going on. Local paramedics have already begun treating one of the circus's star acrobats.
He fell from a height of about 5 metres on a spinning ball thing that might still be out there. It was pretty impressive. He fell head first onto a barrier on his left-hand side and break and fall by the barrier, and also a couple of members of the public. Loss of consciousness for about 10 seconds. His brother carried him into here.
27-year-old Khalid plunged into the crowd when the wheel of death almost lived up to its name. His best friend saw it happen.
Basically, that's the wheel, yeah? So we hang it in the middle, so as long as he hold on it to go up, he let go, his hand slide, and he fell over the chairs.
The wheel was spinning when Khalid plunged into the front row seats.
So he's landed on this?
He touched it a little bit, and then he on the audience.
So people were sitting here?
Yeah.
So he's landed on people?
Yeah, on a guy.
So he's sitting here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thankfully, the man he fell on escaped unhurt.
And he's come off of this?
Of this one, yeah.
But that was suspended halfway or higher?
Yeah, halfway.
It's easily high enough to cause a major injury.
Khalid, just take a nice deep breath from in and out, 3 mouth, okay? Just keep doing that for me till I say stop, all right?
But Tyrone can't find any injuries.
In and out 3 mouth for me. Does that hurt anywhere?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay. Just where your bruising is, okay? Just take a breath for me, big deep breath.
So I've just been inside the ring, if that's the right term for it, to have a look at where this chap's fallen off.
Have you got any pain in your neck, Khalid? You've got pain in your neck?
A little bit here.
Whereabouts?
Just the sides.
He's been holding on to best described as a very large hamster wheel that's suspended about 5 metres from the floor of the grass ring. His hands have slipped off of the edge of the ring and he's fallen down to the ground.
About your back? Any pain in your back at all? It's hard to... OK, just keep your head nice and still for me.
Now, it looks like he's just missed the barrier and landed predominantly on a member of the audience sat at the side of the ring, which may well have broken some of his fall. So we'll just wait for Tyrone, our paramedic, to finish his primary assessments, and then we'll see what his injuries may or may not turn out to be.
Tyrone's verdict is reassuring.
I'd be happy just to scoop him. He can keep his head still. No neck pain, but he's fallen from a height in LOC. There's not wrong with just at least keeping him still on a scoop and up to ideal.
He's going to be taken to the local hospital for a precautionary checkup by road. It's a relief for the ring mistress.
We're Circus Mondeo. We're a touring circus currently in Silsden. Our finale act of the show is the Wheel of Death. Khalid tonight had done a trick right at the start of the act where the wheel is spinning around. He grabs hold of the edge of the wheel and spins up and gets on the wheel as it goes up. But he actually lost his grip as it went up and he fell into the audience. So it's all a big shock, but circus, it can be dangerous and it is a death-defying act. I think just last year there was 5 people around the world that was killed doing this act. Khalid's been doing the wheel, I think, for 3 or 4 years now, so he's very experienced in it, but some days accidents do happen.
The patient at the moment is awake, talking, orientated, so he's not demonstrating any signs that he's clinically unwell, and we don't have any immediate concerns, but he does need to go to an emergency department for an assessment. It seems very fortunate that he was cushioned by a member of the public who almost caught him as he landed on his lap. I've been to many unusual incidents in my time as a HEMS doctor, but I have to say I've never been to a circus. The thing that struck me most as I approached the incident scene were the 3 reindeer, the camel and the zebra that we had to walk past before we went into the tent.
It's a first for Tyrone too.
We've helped this patient on his way to Airedale Hospital. I just want to have a look at the circus, basically just get an idea of what's happened. But
It's time to return to base, but Tyrone senses a return visit in the near future.
Just going to swing by a hair. I think we should go before she falls from a height as well, so let's get back to doing what we do best. Hopefully not come back to this.
It's dusk, and Helimed 99 is still ready for action, thanks to the latest night flying technology.
I'm organising the help for you now, so stay on the line, I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Right, I'm with the patient.
Okay, is there any serious bleeding?
He's bleeding from his ear.
Right, is there a lot of blood?
And a nasty wound to his head.
Right.
Dispatcher Matty is listening in on a 999 call from stables near York.
I might get you running on this, actually. It's a gentleman that's been kicked in the head by a horse, bleeding from his ear.
Tonight's mission is to a horseman with a serious head injury.
Off the deck there, and RNT maintain, no more captions. Nothing on TKC, tail's going to come left, nose right. Got the stanchion, got the windsock, got the wires.
Pilot Scott is heading north at 150 miles per hour.
What we got? 30 miles away, it's going to be 15 minutes.
Dr. Sarah is preparing for the worst.
We're just heading to north of York. Patient's been hit in the head by a horse, so we're quite concerned that he's got a brain injury from that.
The light is fading fast. Scott and paramedic Tyrone will soon need to use their night vision goggles.
There's a farm complex bang on the nose.
Yeah, can you see there's a light in that,
Yeah.
yellow field
Yeah.
to this side?
Yeah.
So I can see any wires in there, yeah?
Tyrone can now see in the dark thanks to his military spec goggles.
Blue lights. Yeah, blue vision.
Your side, Jim?
Yep, see.
It's a dangerous time to land.
Can't see no wires, mate.
Can't see any wires. Happy there?
Scott's heading for a field next to the stables.
Over this side, mate, you happy?
Hello. I thought you were a scarecrow and then you moved and scared the life out of me. This is not going to be a good shoe day. Be careful not to slip, yeah.
His wife came and found him sat on the mountain block.
Oh, bless.
And we don't know how long he's been there.
No.
He's cold
Where's he at?
in the ambulance.
Ah.
I'll leave it with you.
Hello, mate. All right. Thank you.
Guy Brewer is a former jockey.
Hello, Guy.
He's now suffering the effects of a severe blow to the head.
Guy, sorry, what time did it happen, Guy? I've not asked you that one yet. How long ago do you think? We're at 4:45 now.
There were no witnesses to the accident, but it looks like he was kicked by an untamed horse.
Guy, where's the worst of your pain at the minute? Is it in your ear? Yeah.
His wife Freya found him when she came home.
I just arrived, pulled into the yard in my car and saw Guy sat on the mounting block. So I couldn't see the blood to start with, and I got out and he didn't really know where he was or what was going on, and then at that stage I realised I needed an ambulance.
There's blood in the stables.
I think the horse has probably kicked him on his ear. There's a lot of blood coming out of his ear, and then I would guess he's been thrown back and then obviously hit his head quite violently on the back, because he's got another wound on the back of his head as well.
So just have a little feel of your head first. My colleagues are going to have a little look at that that blood that's coming out. Okay.
Dr. Sarah needs to work out how the accident happened, what medics call the mechanism of injury.
He said he was riding a horse. He was definitely not riding a horse.
It's not broken, no, but we haven't sat on this yet.
Okay, and he would wear a helmet, I'm presuming, anyway?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokes. So in which case he's quite confused, in all fairness.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a cut here and a big lump, and he's also bleeding from his ear. He seems to be quite disorientated.
Caught him on his ear, and then the wound is maybe...
Just going to go back and just let him know that, because that's a very different story to what he's saying,
I don't
actually.
think you can trust a word he's saying, I'm afraid.
Paramedic James is finding Guy still very confused.
You feel sick at the moment?
There's a big pool of blood inside the box with your unbroken horse, so I'm thinking you weren't on that horse.
Were you in a...
I haven't fallen off, I got off.
You got off, okay.
The horse has never been sat on, it's an unbroken horse, a young one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
The team fear Guy has fractured his skull.
Do you know where you are at the minute?
I'm in your ambulance, I'm at Far Ice Farm.
Okay, do you know what the date is today? Do you know what month we're in?
November.
November, lovely.
If his skull is broken, his life is in real danger.
I'm a bit concerned. Guy's got quite a nasty lump to his head and he's bleeding out of his ear, and it looks like it's from inside of his ear. His GCS, his conscious level, is quite high, but it's certainly not normal. But it's not really low enough for me to want to put him off to sleep. He risks other things like infections from being on a ventilator, a prolonged period being asleep, low blood pressure. So it's actually a big deal to put somebody off to sleep. Yet I can tell that he's got a brain injury. So I'm just trying to balance things really carefully, to be honest.
They're going to fly him to neurology specialists at Leeds General Infirmary.
I've got an earplug that I'm going to pop in your ear. All right, and it'll just protect your hearing a little bit while we're going, all right.
Scott will have them there in 15 minutes.
brief will be a lift goes slightly left, so just get out of the way of the hedge and trees, and then it'll be a VTOL departure. Everyone happy?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, goggles on the right lifting.
There's more evidence Guy has a brain injury.
James had a look round, cleaned it all, and then it's pouring out from inside the ears. So actually, that's a bit concerning, and it's quite watery blood.
Did you see evidence of sort of being kicked and then he'd hit his head?
Yeah.
Did you see evidence of that as well?
Yeah,
So it looks
it's on
like
the
he's had
side of
2
the wall.
injuries, yeah.
In the next hour, Guy will undergo brain scans.
LS99 finals, Alger.
But landing in the city centre is never routine.
So we got loads of cranes around, lots and lots and lots. That's the laser display at your 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay, looks all clear on that approach.
Guy's heading down to resus. His wife is travelling to Leeds by road to await the results, which could change their lives. In the Three Peaks, on Yorkshire's border with Lancashire, the local rescue team are on their way to a serious accident on a mountain called Ingleborough.
Oh. Who wants a trip to Ingleborough?
A mountain biker has come off at 2,000 feet above sea level.
I'm in a mountain rescue control centre.
Dispatcher Tyrone is scrambling the helicopter based at RAF Topcliffe.
Job for you.
He's my medical officer, and he's just called it in, so he's got severe...
Yeah, you've got a job, Ingleborough.
Potential shoulder fracture.
It's a long flight.
Everyone happy? Yep, all good. Into the hover, 101.
It's 30 miles out into the foothills of the Pennines for paramedics Kit and Gav.
We've left to go to a cycling event in the Yorkshire Dales. Believe that there's an off-road cyclist who's injured his neck. There's potential that he's got a fracture of his neck, which obviously could be quite serious. Given the location, it's going to be quite difficult for an ambulance to get nearby. So we've been asked by one of the mountain rescue teams to go out and give them some assistance in getting him to a trauma centre.
Right, okie dokie. This grid is directly south of the summit of Ingleborough. You've got the track that comes down the south side, and then it's one that branches off and goes over the ridgeline and down the other side.
It's close to the top of one of Yorkshire's highest peaks.
I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to get to it because it's below the sort of step off of the summit there. But obviously I would like to be able to see where I'm going.
Pilot Harry knows the weather up here is unpredictable, and bad visibility can ground the helicopter in seconds.
If that cloud base starts to come down significantly, as in I think it's about to cover the aircraft, I'll be shouting really loud, someone come and help me so I can move the aircraft. Okay. Are we happy with that as a concept, please?
Absolutely, yep.
So it's down the hill from that cairn.
Yeah, there's
so
people walking on that path.
It's now on the nose, visual 12,
visual,
12 o'clock. Okie dokie, that's good. Okay, I'm just going to go for a straight approach. No, visual, we see.
They're heading for a landing on one of the few patches of level ground on the peak.
It's got quite flat here to the left, Harry. Yeah, just at the bottom of the slope. They've got a bit here, mate, just short of the casualty, which is looking fairly promising.
There's a slight ditch where this deep heather is to you, 10 metres to your left.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Looks good all round. Lowering the lever. Okay, the lever is fully down if you wish to instruct me, mayday.
The cyclist helmet bears the scars of a major crash.
That's Edric here, who's coming down on this bike race down this hill. He's come off at the sort of the bump area on this hill and then gone airborne and landed on his head where you found him here.
Edric Hobbs is in great pain inside a storm shelter.
Concern is his C-spine. He's got mid-bony tenderness on his lower C-spine.
Yeah.
And then we're querying head of humerus or shoulder fracture on his left side.
Right, okay.
With significant pain.
Their patient has been in the care of an off-duty paramedic from Lancashire who volunteers with Mountain Rescue.
He's just had 10 milligrams of intranasal diamorphine to try and ease, but we've still got a pain score of 8 out of 10. Okay.
Edric needs urgent hospital treatment, but bad weather is closing in. For the team, there's no time to waste. High in the Dales, paramedic Kit is taking over the care of a badly injured mountain biker stranded at the top of one of Yorkshire's 3 peaks.
Edric, I'm Kit. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
So, how's your pain at the minute?
It was 8 out of 10. It's probably just come down slightly, not much.
Okay. So one of the other options we can do, we can pop a little needle in your arm there and get you some stronger painkillers through an injection.
Edric travelled from Somerset to take part in the race.
What we might do, just to avoid undressing you, we'll potentially just pop this little drip in the back of your hand, if that's okay. Just give your hand a bit of a clean
Sorry
here.
to give you guys a load of grief.
I think it's probably why they're here.
Yeah, I know.
And as for us, you've got us a little fly out to the Dales, so it's no grief at all.
Putting a line in is usually simple, but Edric is very cold.
So there'll just be a little scratch at the back of your hand here, Edric. Okay, here we go.
But Kit can't find a vein.
Sorry, Edric. We're not winning with this, I'm afraid. It's just a bit cold.
And his other hand isn't much better. His veins have shut down.
Basically, he's got, we believe, a neck injury and a shoulder also head humerus injury. He's come down the hill, I believe, over the handlebars, landed on his head. He has actually smashed the back of his cycle helmet. So at the minute, we've just got to be airing on the side of caution to try and preserve his C-spine in a natural alignment to avoid any further injury. But with it being so cold up here at the minute as well, it's proving quite difficult to get any IV access into his vein to give him some pain relief.
It's feared Edric has broken his neck and his shoulder.
Right then, that seems to be working fine.
Finally, the teams managed to get a line into his arm.
So you've had a little bit of that morphine, okay. And we'll give it a couple of minutes to just take effect, and then we'll get you onto our stretcher and off to the helicopter, okay?
More manpower is arriving, and it's vital. They're nearly 2 miles from the nearest road, and low cloud could ground the helicopter at any time.
How's the pain? Has it eased at all?
Yeah, slightly, yeah.
Good. Ready to go?
It's time to fly.
Keep you nice and flat. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Edric's back is being immobilised to protect his spinal cord.
And lower on 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done.
Hello, it's Kit, one of the paramedics from Yorkshire Air Ambulance. We're coming by helicopter with a trauma patient.
1, 2, 3.
It's a 20-minute ETA. And it's a 55-year-old man who's a mountain bike. He's come off downhill. His axle loaded from, I would say, maybe 3 metres. He's had diamorphine and morphine, and he's immobilised.
Watch your head, it's sitting quite low today.
Thanks very much.
Edric is going to be flown direct to the regional trauma centre in Preston.
You just slide him another 3 inches.
Thankfully, the cloud has thinned, for now.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, good.
And see you next time.
Yeah, cheers.
It's a 10-minute flight into Lancashire.
Okie dokie, that's that. So what we'll do is, as we come up, I'll just pivot round back so we're facing into wind should we have any problems.
Roger.
All up in the back?
Yeah, all clear to the left.
Pulling about 6. Just coming round as discussed and going back from there.
Kit is concerned his patient may have serious injuries.
Edric's had a fairly significant injury pattern there. It's gone straight down on his head, just put a lot of pressure through the bones of his neck, so there's a high probability that those are fractured. With neck injuries like that, we worry about them being potentially unstable, which might, down the line, cause some injury to the spinal cord if it hasn't already. So we've handled him very gently, and he's immobilised as best we can. And we're on the way to one of the trauma centres now.
In the Three Peaks, no rescue is routine.
People often assume that because we're an air ambulance we can get anywhere, but there's a lot more to think about. You've got to think about the weather, but then you've also got to think about the ground, the surface, the slope, and any obstructions, or maybe there'll be wires in the area. Having a bit of assistance on the ground there from the mountain rescue team, from one of the volunteer paramedics from the North West Ambulance Service, from their air ambulance, has been quite helpful in finding Edric, finding somewhere to land and getting him packaged very, very quickly and on his way to hospital.
Edric's now on approach to A&E in Preston.
How are you doing, Edric?
Fine, thanks.
How's it been?
It's not too bad. The drugs have started to work.
It's on the way down, though.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
In the next hour, Edric will discover how serious his injuries are. His mountain bike racing days may be over. 70 miles away, on the east coast, the sun's shining and the crowds are out. But on an estate in the seaside town of Bridlington, there's been a serious accident.
No.
Yeah, job in Bridlington, please. I'll give you the grid once you've lifted.
Coming in.
Paramedics Tyrone and James are on the case.
LS99 lifted towards Bridlington.
We understand it's a motorcyclist who's gone into a wall. One of the things we look out for when we go to these kind of jobs is what protective gear that a motorcyclist is wearing. So are they wearing a helmet? Are they wearing leathers? We tend to see much more severe injuries in patients that are not wearing helmets and not wearing leathers.
And news from the scene is worrying.
Yeah, so a few details for you. Initially snoring and unconscious. Now advised GTS 13, head injury with a boggy mask.
Yep, all received. Our ETA is 18:18 minutes.
We just had a little bit more information from the air desk, and it sounds now like the patient's unconscious, or sort of semi-conscious really.
2 air ambulances have been sent to the rider. Pilot Lee's checking in with the other crew.
Red 9 go ahead. You got a doctor on board?
Yeah, doc and blood and everything.
How far are you off from target?
We are 8 miles, 4 minutes.
If they're going to be like another 5 minutes, we'll let down because it's a long time.
No problem. There's
visual
a big,
DCA, red roof.
There's a big field right
middle
next
of
to
the
it.
estate, James. Visual DCA, half 12 below.
Yeah.
Lee's landing outside the estate.
Okay, into the field, mate, okay?
Yeah, where's the exit point?
There's a police officer next to an exit.
Right, okay, no worries.
Got wires on the left to go in line with the field. Okay, mate, so down on that? Absolutely fine, yeah, good left.
They're touching down 100 yards from their patient, who is an off-road biker.
Hi mate, alright. What's the story?
Right, for hands off her, but hand over at the minute.
Okay, no worries.
24-year-old Luke Collier has a fractured skull. His bike hit a wall.
He's been riding this motorbike, not wearing a helmet.
Okay.
He's gone straight into this wall.
Okay.
There's reports of him being unconscious. However, when we got here, his GCS was about 11.
The second air ambulance is on final approach. It's carrying a doctor who can anaesthetise their patient if necessary.
His GCS initially was definitely 13.
13.
Luke's state of consciousness is being measured using the Glasgow Coma Scale, GCS for short.
Okay, no worries. And he's had TXA?
TXA.
Do you have any pain anywhere? No. No, okay. Would you have a little feel around the back of your head? Okay.
The Great North Air Ambulance doctor will help assess Luke.
Hi, mate, okay. How you doing? Tyrone, this is James. I think the crew will sort of on the
Luke has signs of a brain injury.
He's got slightly reduced air entry on the right side. He's been unconscious, but obviously he's not now. And he's got blood coming from his ears.
He needs a brain scan, but that can only be carried out in a major trauma centre, and the nearest is 25 miles away in Hull.
Unfortunately, we need to pop you down to the hospital, mate, to be looked at because you've had a bit of a bump to your head. Say again? Yeah, we're going to pop you on a stretcher. We'll get you on something a bit more comfortable in a minute, all right?
It looks like the clutch on his bike failed. Police are investigating the crash.
It's a 24-year-old male who has come off a motorbike and hit his head against a wall. No helmet worn, and he's got blood coming from both of his ears. Injuries from top to toe seems to have a head injury. He's got slightly reduced air entry to one of his lungs. The pelvic splint's been put on by the crew but appears to be intact. He's not got any long bone fractures.
Helimed 98 is going to fly Luke to Hull.
His GCS, which is a measure of how conscious he is 13 out of 15 at the minute, which may sound quite high, but actually that could be a sign that he's got severe injuries.
James is worried the injury at the back of his patient's head is a skull fracture, which could be life-threatening.
His eyes are sort of closed and he's not fully alert and oriented as to what's going on. He's a little bit confused, so we're just going to keep a close eye on him on the way to hospital and make sure everything's okay.
The trauma team in Hull are on standby for Luke's arrival. He may need emergency surgery. He's heading straight to resus. On the air desk, dispatcher Sam is listening in on a 999 call.
Pedal cycle, yeah. Okay. Definitely broken his leg. The bones come straight out the side.
It's from a market town in East Yorkshire.
Right, how old is he? 74.
You got a job?
Where?
Snake.
Helimed 98 is flying paramedics Sammy and James to the scene with Dr. Becky.
It was an elderly man knocked down with an open fractured leg.
Open fractures are serious, especially in the elderly.
Elderly patients benefit from major trauma centre care because they've got poorer healing mechanisms. They've often got lots of comorbidities.
The accidents happened on a roundabout in the middle of town.
The ambulance is like 10 seconds out now.
It's just coming up now.
So follow the main road. Yeah, DCA's low. Traffic's still moving.
But there's nowhere to land near the patient.
Be a little bit of a jog on, guys. Just follow the main road down. Slightly to your right, not the first right, the second right.
Jeff's heading for some wasteland just up the road.
Okay, you have some trees on your left-hand side.
Yeah. We'll be able to get out just
building
behind us, yeah. See.
Building behind it. Auto trim, tail's good.
It's alright, thanks.
The victim is a cyclist who's been hit by a car.
Hello, you're right. Hey.
Mick Harker is a super fit pensioner. Sammy is going to check on the elderly driver of the hatchback that hit him. She seems unhurt.
The guy on his bike was coming round the roundabout. The lady didn't see him, must have been in the blind spot, and she carried on with him on the front. I think she panicked and accelerated away, and then she slammed on, leading to the gentleman lying on the road.
I was all right on the car till she put the brakes on it. She just stopped. I was just stood
okay.
up.
So do you think it's where
she
you sort
put the
of
brake on it, flipped it over, and I went head over heels.
Yeah.
And the last bounces did this.
Okay.
Mick's leg is badly broken.
So we'll need just a big dressing pad, and I'd like it soaked in saline.
Dr. Becky is concerned there's a very high risk of serious infection.
Because of the obvious open fracture, I'm just going to draw up some amoxicillin, which is penicillin for open wounds, and also some ketamine for the pain, because we're going to straighten his leg for him as well.
James wants to rule out nerve damage.
Can you feel me touching your foot here?
Yeah.
Does it feel different to this side?
Yeah, that's tickly and tingly, so...
Okay.
Becky's not pulling any punches.
Right, Mick, as you know as well as I do, that's a horrible looking leg injury, okay? Once we've given you the painkillers, you won't really know what's going on, all right? Don't worry about it, just relax and go with it. That's normal. We will look after you, I promise.
Mick's bike came off better than its owner. He's being given gas, then ketamine, to help him cope with having his leg straightened.
Right.
It's good stuff, this, Mick.
This is really good stuff, okay? We'll go with 20 to start with.
Mick's son rushed to the scene to support his dad.
Oh, this is stronger than John Smith's, Matt.
It's also more expensive than John Smith's, unfortunately.
Ketamine can result in patients losing their awareness of their surroundings.
Is it all you need, my love? That's okay. Relax. Well done.
Slowly, they are pulling the leg into line with gentle traction.
Well done, Mick. Well done, lovely.
Without the ketamine, he could not have coped with the pain.
We're going to load you onto the ambulance now.
The wound is open and large and will probably require surgery. He's going to be taken to the regional trauma centre.
LGI, so it's the one right in the middle of Leeds.
Yeah.
Okay, so we land on the roof there, so it's much quicker. So yeah, take your time, drive carefully, all right? We don't want another patient today.
No,
all right?
How are we doing, Mick?
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
You're a bloody nuisance, aren't I?
You don't feel you're not a nuisance at all. These things will happen, you know. Right, just gonna give you those antibiotics now, Mick, okay?
Mick's a retired builder. He was on a 10-mile bike ride when it happened.
We're just taking him down the road to the air ambulance, and it's much quicker than us walking him all the way down the road. So we're just going to drive to where we've landed and then get him loaded into the aircraft and fly him off to Leeds.
Helimed 98 will have him there in 15 minutes.
Hello, it's Becky, one of the doctors on Helimed 98. Can I give you a pre-alert for trauma, please? So this is a 74-year-old man who's a cyclist hit by a car, left hip pain and an open fracture of his left tibia and fibula. He's had 30 of ketamine, 1.2 of Comox. We've straightened and dressed his leg.
Mick's case is serious.
All right, we'll just cop into the other and we'll do a cat A heliport departure from him.
Trees left.
Elderly trauma patients are prone to complications and long-term disability after injuries that would be minor for a younger person.
Air desk from 9-8, lifted for LGI.
Paramedic James is dispensing some humour with the medical care.
So Mick, we can upgrade you to first class, it's up to you.
Get better food up there and free drinks.
Free drinks, better food, absolutely. Are you still reasonably comfortable? Would you like some more painkillers or?
Yeah, just aching me back. I think that's just the way I'm laid off stretcher, I think.
Okay. Alright, it won't be long till we're there and we'll get you off a bit more comfortable. Okay.
I don't think I'll be playing much more tennis.
Well, once I've repaired it for you, you'll be fit as a butcher's dog then. Hopefully. Hopefully. Is it like a road bike you've got, or is it a mountain bike?
A few years ago, I got pneumonia.
Right.
And I was struggling with the hills after I'd had the pneumonia, so I bought an electric assist.
Ah, brilliant. And I think having pneumonia is a good excuse to have that little bit of electric.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You're hardly riding along on it with your legs off the pedals, are you, so...
I've had a go on an electric assisted bike. They're fantastic.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mountain bike and it's awesome. My mum's got one.
Nick's just 5 minutes from resus and orthopaedic surgeons, who work out how best to repair the brake.
Air desk from 9-8, final approach, LGI.
At 74, there's a good chance that Mick will have suffered other injuries that can only be detected through further testing. His sporting life hangs in the balance. The Yorkshire Dales is one of England's biggest national parks, and when someone dials 999 out here, help often comes from the sky.
Cushions and warnings. Lights from here.
In Wensleydale, a woman suffering from serious heart problems faces a long wait for an ambulance.
Your crew's showing 34 minutes and RRB 2626. MRT at en route.
We've got reports of a female who's near a waterfall who's suffering episodes of tachycardia, so a fast heart rate. The information we've got is that the heart rate's been above 150, which is quite fast.
The woman is in a group of visitors to Hardraw Force, a popular beauty spot.
So it's somewhere near a waterfall?
The bottom of the waterfall behind Public House.
That's Hall's over there.
Pilot Chris is aiming to land close to a pub with a beer garden.
Right,
somebody on the path.
Yep, visual.
Umbrellas over the tables.
Right, okay. Are the umbrellas staying put?
What about that field and we'll just walk up the hill?
Yeah, I think it might be, mate.
You got the domestics on the right hand side of the field?
Yeah, I've got them, mate.
Hardraw Force is England's highest waterfall. Most visitors need a ticket.
We've got in for free.
Paramedics Paul and Sam must hike up the hill to reach their patient.
Hiya. Are you Alison? Don't worry. I'm Sam, this is my colleague Paul.
Okay, they just panicked.
It's alright, so what's happened?
Well, shortness of breath basically, palpitations.
Alison Huxley was on a girls' day out in the Dales with a friend who has terminal cancer.
But we've come here to just have a walk around for the weekend, make some memories, and we walked up round the top of the, down to the top of the falls. And by then Alison was looking quite alarmed and had an elevated heart rate for quite a long period of time.
Okay.
Her symptoms are potentially serious.
So did it happen whilst you were walking, I presume?
Yes, on the way down. We'd actually stopped at the top of the waterfall to look over the edge and not great with heights. At first I thought it was a panic attack.
Sam is trying to narrow down the cause.
Does it feel like your heart's going boom, 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 or does it feel like it's skipping a beat or sort of all over the place?
It feels more like boom, 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 and I wouldn't say that it feels all over the place,
okay.
No.
But getting Alison off the fell side won't be easy. Sam and Paul don't want her to walk. Mountain Rescue are on the case.
Well, we'll go clear the route to make sure that's good.
How far can you get it up to here, do you think? Then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Alison needs diagnostic tests only available in hospital. She'll be going to James Cook Hospital in Middlesbrough by road.
We certainly weren't expecting the helicopter, but yes, I was out the front waiting and concerned that it was taking a little bit of time, but obviously we were in the middle of nowhere, so it's expected, but it's more because we didn't know what we were dealing with.
Alison's heart problem remains a mystery. She and her friends anxiously await the results of hospital tests. Doctors decided her collapse was caused by a condition called supraventricular tachycardia, which disrupts the heartbeat, but she did not require further treatment.
Loss of consciousness for about 10 seconds.
Circus performer Khalid was released from hospital after a checkup failed to reveal any serious injuries. He was back on the wheel of death a few days later.
Guy, where's the worst of your pain at the minute? Is it in your ear?
Former jockey Guy fractured his skull in 2 places when he was kicked by an unbroken horse. It caused a bleed on the brain, and he has no memories of the week following his accident, and his balance was affected. But he believes he was lucky he was found so quickly by his wife.
Had she not arrived, I could very well not be here. I mean, I did, as well as skull fractures, I did have a bleed on my brain as well. You know, obviously, I mean, I'm not aware of any of this, but I was stripped to intensive care once I did go to hospital. It doesn't bear thinking about how long I might have lasted if nobody had been there to rescue me.
1, 2, 3.
After his rescue from the 3 Peaks, it was discovered mountain bike racer Edric had broken his neck, as well as his collarbone and a rib.
When I heard the helicopter, I thought, oh, thank God they're here. I was really pleased that they got there, and they gave me some more drugs, so I was quite pleased.
He was off work for 3 months as a result.
Even though I'm in my 50s now, it's been a passion forever, and the thought of not being able to cycle, race, or even go touring on my bike with my wife was a major concern. So yes, I was very worried about my injuries.
He's been riding this motorbike not wearing a helmet. Okay. Gone straight into this wall.
Biker Luke also fractured his skull and spent 2.5 weeks in hospital.
Unfortunately, we need to pop you down to the hospital, mate, to be looked at because you've had a bit of a bump to your head.
Doctors told him that he may have got off with lighter injuries if he had been wearing a helmet.
I went head over heels, and the last bounces did this.
Okay, mate.
And Mick, the elderly cyclist injured in a collision with a car in East Yorkshire, spent 5 weeks in hospital and needed 2 operations, including a skin graft. He's hoping to resume his sporting life soon, and he will be back on his electric bike.